Welcome back. This is Pokemon White, episode 3, I think it's going to be. And yeah, last time we got the first gym badge. You can see it here. We also encountered Team Plasma in a pretty interesting situation. And we added a new member to our team, Panama, or rather they decided to join us. So let's keep moving. I think this time we're going to be able to get to, I believe within this episode, there's going to be definitely enough time to get to the next city, see what we can do there, potentially even, challenge the next gym. But before I do that, I just want to make sure that we're not going to over level. So let's check Firefox real quick and see what the next level cap is. So the next gym is going to be level 20. Before that, we have level 40, level 14 and level 13 battles. So I think, considering our team is currently level 14, and Snotty is level 15 too, I'm not going to use any rare candy anytime soon, at least until we clear those two, battles. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so now that we have that gym badge, I believe we're going to be able to leave to the north of this garden here. Yeah, the ultimate is not going to stop us. That's good. Route 3. Let's see, who do you want to lead with at the moment? I think let's try to lead with Panama, just to give them a bit more of a spotlight. Pokemon Daycare. We take care of your Pokemon, of your precious Pokemon. Sometimes they let us play with Pokemon. Okay, let's see what the daycare has to offer. When I picked up the Pokemon I left in the daycare, it had learned different moves than it knew when I left it there. Pokemon can only learn 4 moves, so you have to be careful. Good to know. I'm the daycare lady. We can raise Pokemon for you. Would you like us to raise your Pokemon? Not at the moment. So essentially what this establishment does, you can leave a Pokemon in their care. Over time, they level up just by being there instead of, by training. And it costs, the more level ups they get during their time there, the more it costs to withdraw them back to you. Pokemon battling is very popular at this daycare. If you go in the playground, you'll be pestered into battling. Well, let's visit this building first. Are you familiar with double battles? Let's say no. Oh, I do love explaining how things work. Now, a double battle is a Pokemon battle with 2 Pokemon on each side. Choosing 2 that combine well is vital. Alright. Your Pokemon. They don't seem to be healthy. Let me rest them here a little bit. What do you mean? I just used full restore. Maybe they're missing some moves because I didn't use elixir, but that's fine. Seriously, guys are all just little boys. I happen to be the daughter of the couple running the Pokemon daycare next door. I know, it's sweet, isn't it? Parents and daughter? Oh, I guess her parents and daughter, all bringing up youngsters for a living. Helping Pokemon and people grow up healthy is a wonderful thing. Let's see what these kids have to say. Well, not much it seems. Let's go. I am interested in some battles, actually. And it seems like one of the caretakers is gonna challenge us first. I feel invincible because I am surrounded by the smiles of children and Pokemon. Well, we'll see how invincible you are. You're challenged by Nursery Aide Autumn. Oh, so it's, for a moment I thought it was going to be like a double battle, but I guess not. Okay, I think we should just, since she has 2 Pokemon, let's do some workup and set up for an easy battle. Okay, special attack Rose, so Water Gun is going to be better. Our defense is lower, so gotta keep track of that. Let's do another workup. Okay, now they tackle. Ooh, a critical hit. Okay. So we know because critical hit deals double damage and we just got hit for 28, that means that a regular hit is likely to deal on average 14. So even without a critical hit, a next tackle here is going to KO. But I'm pretty sure that with 2 War Cups, Water Gun can KO in one shot now, and we know that we're faster. So I'm gonna, just for the sake of experimenting, I'm gonna see if it works. And yeah, thankfully it did. Oh, but it was a critical hit, so I'm not sure. No way to know if it would have hit otherwise. So Muna, here's my thoughts. Muna might be more specially defensive, which means Water Gun would probably not KO in one shot. But at the same time, their attacks are likely going to be special rather than physical. So the defense drop from Lear that Panama got might not be relevant. And again, just out of curiosity, just kind of like for the sake of testing limits, I'm gonna go with it. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should have used Lick. Okay, they used Lucky Chant, which doesn't deal damage, so I think, yeah. We're gonna be good. Lucky Chant prevents critical hits from the enemy. Now, the reason I'm saying maybe I should have used Lick is because it's Ghost type, and Ghost is strong against Psychic type, which I know Muna is. But we already know that Water Gun here is going to win, so let's not take too many chances. There we go. Okay, yeah, and like I said, I'm not gonna attempt to read the post-battle text because for some reason it just goes by too fast. Let's use full restore and move on. Now, just in case a double battle is coming up, I will put Patrick second because I want him to gain experience before Snotty. Hey trainer, have a battle with me. Okay. Only one Pokemon, so Panpour might, Power Up or Work Up might not be very helpful. And it's going to be a Panpour matchup. So I'm thinking I'll just use Cut because Water, of course, is ineffective against Water. But I could try to also use Lick in an attempt to get a Paralyze going. However, I don't think it's going to be, in the long run, that much more useful, so I'm just going to use Cut. Okay, seems like with 2 more hits, we're going to win. They drop our defenses, that's okay. And 1 more. So yeah, as you can see, their Water Gun is not very effective against Panama because Panama is also Water type. And we win. It's funny that even toddlers give you money when you win. Probably this, I'm assuming the second toddler is also going to want to battle. Yep. Trainer, I want to play with you. Panseer, okay. Well, we know we have an advantage here because water is strong against fire. So let's just do that. Almost in one shot, that's okay. Get hit by Lick and we get paralyzed. Well, let's hope we don't get paralyzed too many times in a row. So what paralysis does, first of all, it halves the Pokemon's speed value, which means even though we got to go first the previous round, now they might go first. And the second thing it does, every turn I think there's a 25% chance, or maybe it's higher, that your turn is just skipped, right? Because you're paralyzed. So I think all we can do here is just, press Water Gun and hope that it works out. So yeah, they go first, they use Scratch, that's okay. And our turn is skipped because we're paralyzed. I think that, again, I think that's a 25% chance. Okay, let's try it again. Incinerate, not gonna be very useful for them. And Water Gun hits. Sweet. Panama grew to level 15. No new moves. Before I forget, let's use a full restore. And also, I forgot to see what those 3 trainers have to say after I battled them, so let's see. Speak while making eye contact and express your feelings to each other. It's the same for people and Pokemon. You went all out against a kid. Actually, that's a good thing. Thanks. I'm not sure about that. When I get big, I want to be a strong, cool trainer too. Well, good luck. See if this guy wants to battle as well. Seems so. Take this, Hyper Beam. Doubtful that this kid has a Pokemon who knows the move Hyper Beam. But it's okay to be excited. Okay, interesting, Pansage. So now we have the disadvantage because grass is strong against water. Let's see. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to switch to Patrick to have the lead. I think what we'll do is just switch to Patrick here, both for the experience and also because I want to try the bite strategy again. Okay, we have -1 defense. Let's try just to bite. We're faster, so we have the chance to flinch, and there we go. Worked out. Let's try again. And we got a critical hit. Fantastic. Whoops. Okay. So now I don't even have to use a full restore after this battle, but before I forget, let's put Patrick up front. Hyper Beam? Oh, my Pokemon can't really use it yet. I don't know very much about Pokemon, so I just want to use really cool moves. That's a nice way to go about it. Alright, so we're done with this area, and I have the feeling that this is a double battle coming up. So, let's lead with Patrick and Panama. Yep, it is a double battle. We're going to combine our strength and do our best, so please watch. 1 + 1 is 2, right? Quick maths. Oh, 2 Purloins, okay. So Bite is not going to be very effective here. Let's see. With Patrick, let's just... Ooh, you know what? This might be a fun opportunity to show how Detect works. Because let's say, for example, that both Purloins try to attack Patrick. Patrick's move Detect can block both of these, while, Panama attacks for free. But again, we don't know the intentions of the enemy, so let's just try it for the sake of, variety and to show how it works, in case they do. And with Panama, let's just use a Water Gun. So Patrick uses Detect. Panama uses a Water Gun. So the first Purloin uses Scratch against Panama, and the second Purloin uses Assist. Also on Panama. Okay, that's very unfortunate. I don't think the AI knows in advance that we were going to use Detect there. So again, just because I want to show it off, I'm going to try to do it again. So Detect Patrick and Water Gun with Panama. The thing is, now Panama has -1 accuracy, so there's a chance that this will miss, whereas Water Gun is usually 100% accuracy. Let's try it. Okay. 1 is gone. And Purloin used Scratched again. I don't know why they're deliberately targeting specifically Panama, but oh well. Now that there's only 1 Pokemon left on the field, we can easily team up on it and take it down. So yeah, maybe in future double battles I'll get to show off the cool strategy for Detect. And by the way, the move Growl, which lowers the enemy's attack by 1, works on both Pokemon of the opponent. Yeah, there's no way I was gonna read that. Okay, let's heal up. Oops, wrong button. Okay. Trainer tips. The Pokemon placed in the upper left of the Pokemon list is important. The Pokemon set there is the first out when a Pokemon battle starts. Yep, thank you. And we get a battle with Sharon. Sharon, Sil, stop. We both have a trio badge, so let's see which one of us is stronger. Which of us, I guess. Sent out Tepig. So, we have an interesting choice here. I could just start using, Workup, right? And try to win this battle just with Patrick. Or I could switch to Panama and anticipate that Tepig is going to use a Fire-type move here, which will deal very little damage to Panama. And then we can try starting to set up with Panama. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's anticipate a Fire-type attack and try to counter it. Otter Sleuth. Okay, that's fair. Either way, I'm going to use Workup to set up. Ember. Okay, so not gonna deal a lot of damage. That's fine. Let's use another Workup. Okay, attack and special attack rose. Now we're at +2. And they use a Tail Whip. So I think what we're gonna do is just use one more Workup and then start attacking. Not give them a chance to even, heal up if they get too low. So they use, I forgot the name of the move, like Defense Curl or whatever, which raises their defense, but that's okay because we're going to use Water Gun, which deals damage to special defense. So it's not going to be affected. There we go, one shot. And their next Pokemon is Purloin. Once again, let's just use Water Gun, and with 3 Workups, I get the feeling that it's going to KO in one hit. Indeed. There we go. That's the power of switching to a defensively favorable Pokemon and then setting up. Sharon, I see, so that's how you battle. Question mark. Out of the way! Oh, there's Team Plasma again. Sharon, what was that about? Bianca, why are you running? Bianca, hey, where are those people headed? Sharon, that way, but why are you running now? Bianca, oh, seriously, they run so fast. Little girl, Miss, oh, my Pokemon? Bianca, it'll be okay, don't cry. Sharon, Bianca, really, why were you running? Bianca, you have to hear this. Those people stole this girl's Pokemon. Sharon, you should have spoken up sooner. Sil, we're going to get that Pokemon back. Bianca, please stay by the girl's side. Okay. I mean, so like from a story perspective, of course, there's the urgency to go there right now. But since we're at a new route and there's some grass over there, I think what we should do is switch to Firefox. Look at, first of all, flip a coin to see if we even get an encounter here. I'm going to call it heads this time. And we get an encounter. Sweet. So let's look at Route 3. Let's see which Pokemon are available at this point in the game. There's Pidove. Patrat we already have, so we take that out of the encounter possibilities. Lillipup we don't have, Purloin we don't have, and Blitzel we don't have. Although there is Double Grass in this area. Let's see if any different encounters are available in it. Seems not. Shaking Grass probably not available to us yet. And no Swarm, Surfing, or Super Rod. So yeah, the 3 options that we have this time are Pidove, or I guess 4 options. Pidove, Lillipup, Purloin, and Blitzel. Let's set up a wheel for that. So Purloin and Lillipup remain the same. Blitz for Blitzel, and Pid for Pidove. And spin the wheel. So this route we get a Purloin encounter. Very, very close. All right. So now, before I forget, let's go here to Route 3, pick Purloin. And once we quote unquote catch them, I'll try to think of a nickname. So yeah. Okay, so quick cut because I forgot to switch back to the game. As you can see, I took the item that was in the grass over there. It was a super potion. And I ran around in the grass quite a lot in an attempt to find a purloin, but haven't found one yet. So I think what I'm going to do from now on, whenever we go into a new route like that, I'll keep walking in the grass, of course, until I find the Pokemon that we're looking for. And if there are any new Pokemon in the route that we haven't encountered yet, I will like keep them in editing to present them. For example, Blitzel and Pidove, which are new. Otherwise, if we've already seen all of them, I'm just going to cut ahead to the moment when I find, you know, the relevant one we're looking for. But yeah, let's see what, if we can find a Purloin pretty quickly. Right, so Pidove is a flying and normal type Pokemon, not the one that's going to be joining us this time. And by the way, the reason I switched to Patrick to be up front is because they have the ability to run away, which means that even if the enemy Pokemon is faster, we're going to be able to, you know, escape battle easily. So there's a Purloin. Just going to use, of course, a Master Ball real quick, because in our narrative, they want to join us of their own volition. And it's another male. It seems like our team is going to be mostly comprised of male Pokemon this time. Not that it matters, of course. Okay, Purloin's data was added to the Pokedex. Purloin, the devious Pokemon. Dark type, these are the measurements. Its cute act is a ruse. When victims let down their guard, they find their items taken. It attacks with sharp claws. What do I want to call this Purloin? I think I'm gonna call him Rupee. I don't know why, just kind of popped in my head. Right. So now let's switch back to Firefox. Call the Purloin Rupee. And now we can see that they're going to be in our box. Sweet. Switch back to the game. And let's look at their details. So, Rupee, of course, Dark type, modest nature, and in terms of personality, thoroughly cunning. So, modest nature means lower attack than usual, but faster, but higher special attack than usual, which is going to be interesting because if I remember correctly, most of the moves that Purloin learns are physical. So a bit of a disadvantage, but that's completely fine. And the special ability is Unburden. Raises speed if a held item is used. I'm gonna keep that in mind for important battles. So the moves that he knows at the moment are Scratch, which is a slightly worse version of Tackle. Growl, which lowers the enemy attack, and as we've seen earlier, it can lower both enemies' attacks in a double battle. And Assist, the user hurriedly and randomly uses a move among those known by other Pokemon in the party. So, let's bring Rupee up to speed, level him up to 15, or I guess 14 because we haven't had the battle with N yet. I don't want to overlevel. Rupee learned Scent Attack. We already know that one. Fury Swipes. I think I'm gonna take that instead of... Scratch kind of sucks, doesn't it? Although it is more consistent. I don't think I'm gonna need Growl, so I'm gonna delete that. 13, 14. Okay. And now let's put him up front. Let's see what's down there. Oh, okay, they're going to prevent us from going there at the moment because we need to pursue Team Plasma. Please, Cell, Team Plasma took that Pokemon. Get it back. All right, let's go. Oh, hello, Sharon. They ran inside here. So, your Pokemon's HP is fine and you're ready to go, right? Yes. Then let's go. Well, I'm gonna get that item real quick first. And there's probably, it seems like there's another trainer here. Also, I'm going to use actually, I'm not going to use a max repel here because we're about to get into the cave as well and we might find an encounter there too. So let's try to battle this trainer first. Your Pokemon look quite good. Would you show me how you've been training them? Sure. Just been using rare candy mostly. Oh, 3 Pokemon. Oh, and you know what? I should have taught Rupee Workup. That's a shame. Well, next time, I guess. You know what? We could possibly get it with Assist, especially considering the rest of the team each has Workup. So let's just try it for the sake of fun. Okay. Patrick used Bide. Let's hope that this Assist is not going to be an attack. Tackle. That's unfortunate. So we're going to receive double the damage that we dealt now, which means, well, I don't know how much HP we just, how much damage we just dealt, but it's going to be a lot, right? So I think rather than try to attack again, which might make things worse, let's use Send Attack and potentially cause the Patrat to miss once Bite is released. So now their accuracy is lower. And let's try that again. Oh, it unleashed first. That's okay. So yeah, as you can see, if we dealt more damage there, it certainly would have KO'd us. Let's still give Rupee a chance to fight, and let's go. Let's take a risk. Let's use Fury Swipes. Okay, the accuracy hit. And we got at least 3 hits, which is good. 3 out of 5. Okay, now, I don't think 1 hit is going to KO Rupee, unless it's going to be a critical hit. So let's just use Fury Swipes again and see what happens. That's 1, 2. Okay, only 2 times. That's unfortunate. And they used Bite, which doesn't deal a lot of damage. And even if the next Bite is going to be critical, I don't think it's going to KO. However, they could use Tackle instead, which might KO. So I think, because I don't want Rupee to, you know, have to yield, I should say, let's switch to Patrick. Okay, they use Bite. And we're gonna use that too. Although maybe I should have done Workup first. Yeah, let's use 1 Workup so we can make the upcoming the battle against the 3rd Pokemon easier. Doesn't seem like they're going to deal a lot of damage to Patrick anyway. Let's use another Workup. Yeah, and they did have Tackle. All right, let's Bite here. That's gonna KO. And hopefully, with the 2 Workups, we can KO in 1 hit Pidove too. Let's see. Almost. That's okay. They use Gust, which is a flying type move, but doesn't deal a lot of damage. There we go. And by the way, the reason they don't, the enemy's Pokemon haven't dealt a lot of damage is because they were low leveled. Please let your precious Pokemon have this, an Oranberry. Thank you. That's going to be useful for an upcoming gym battle. I guess when Pokemon and trainers spend that much time together, they naturally understand each other. Perhaps. Okay. Bag. Let's use Full Restore on everyone. There we go. And now, before I forget, let's teach Rupee Workup. Oh, unable to learn. That's interesting. Okay, good to know. Never mind then. Still found air repel. Not useful. Alright, let's get into the cave. Okay, Wellspring Cave. Before we do anything else, switch to Firefox, coin flip, and I'm gonna call it Tails. Called it right. I just realized while the coin was in the air that I haven't even called anything, but thankfully I managed to call it before it finished. So yeah, we do get an encounter here. Let's look at Wellspring Cave. See what we can get here. One option is Roggenrola, another option is Woobat. And I think... Oh, and Shaking Bubbling Spots, which is accessible to us at the moment. So Drillbur is also an option. Surfing's not available yet, Super Rod is not available yet, and the lower floors I don't think are available yet. So the three options here are going to be Roggenrola, Woobat, and Drillbur. Let's edit the wheel. Rog for Roggenrola, Woo for Woobat, and Drill for Drillbur. Spin. This time we get a Drillbur. So, after this battle with Team Plasma, let's switch back to the game before I forget. After this battle with Team Plasma, I'll look for a kind of like a dust spot in the cave where we will find a Drillbur. Since this is going to be a double battle, I think, let's put Patrick above 2. Okay. Sharon. Still, this bothersome bunch doesn't really listen to reason. Team Plasma. That child cannot use a Pokemon to its full potential. Doesn't that make the Pokemon sad? It's the same thing for all your Pokemon, so hand them over to us now. Better yet, we'll just take them. We'll see about it. We get to hear the banger again. Oh, it's just a one-person battle. Okay, let's use Assist for fun. Oh, they use Detect, so the fact that we used Assist is going to give us a chance for like a setup move, which is nice. And it turned out to be like, so that's not going to work. Let's do Assist again. They use Detect again. We use Assist. Hopefully a setup move. Growth, there we go. So we got that from Snotty. And now, since they've used Detect twice in a row, the likelihood that a third Detect would go off is very, very low. So I think let's use Fury Swipes here. Yeah, they don't use Detect again. We only get 2 times, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Bite is not going to deal almost anything because we are Dark type. Let's use Fury Swipes again. Oh, they managed to avoid because of the low accuracy of Fury Swipes. That's okay. Let's try it again. Oh, they're going to use Bite now. And we avoided. So you know what? Now, thankfully, we didn't deal damage. So Bite is not charging anything up at the moment. Instead, let's use Sand Attack to lower their accuracy. Let's do that again. Although I think Bite is going to go first. So let's just use Fury Swipes. Yeah, Bite is released, doesn't deal anything, and we missed Fury Swipes again. This is why I hate low accuracy moves. Like Fury Swipes has an 80, which is pretty low. But yeah, let's do it again. Okay, connected this time. And we got 3 hits this time, which was not enough. Okay, they tried to use Leer, we avoided it, and now we can just use Scratch to finish it off, because it's 100% accuracy. There we go. Team Plasma. What? How could we lose when we have right a right on our side? What? Oh, okay, I get it. How could we lose when we have right on our side? Sharon, not bad, Sil. Okay, go return the Pokemon to that girl. You don't need to return it. Team Plasma, how troublesome. Not only do you fail to understand, but you actually got in our way to boot. There's 2 of you and 2 of us. We'll show you our combined power and teach you that we are right. Sharon. So, there are more of them. Still, why are Pokemon robbers acting so self-righteous? Still, we've been friends our whole lives. We've got each other's back when it counts. Let's show them how it's done. So this is going to be a double battle, but an unconventional one. Because we only get to control one of our Pokemon, while Sharon controls one of theirs. I mean, control is not a good word for this, right? Like, but anyway, in terms of gameplay, we only get to control one. Let us use assist here. See what we can get. Leer? I think it's going to, yeah, it's going to lower both of their defenses, so this is actually fantastic. Tepig uses Ember. Patrat uses Bite, and Patrat uses Bite. So they both focus on him. And I guess that's to be expected because they recognize that Bite on Rupee would not be a good idea. Let's use Assist again. Vine Whip. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I guess now... I guess the right thing to do would have been to use Furious Swipes on the left Patrat, because we're noticing that Tepig is focusing on them too, and it's always better to like knock out, to like focus on one Pokemon before, rather than like spread damage. So since Tepig is likely going to attack that one as well, I'm just going to use Scratch for 100% accuracy. They're going to use Bide, which is going to be fine because they will definitely knock them out before it's released. Now, Tepig's attack should go to the next one. In double battles, even if you aim for a Pokemon that was just KO'd before your attack went off, usually the attack will instead auto-aim to the second one instead. And since both of us are going to attack this one now, I'm just going to use Scratch for 100% accuracy, even if it doesn't kill. Oh, come on, Tepig. If you just used Ember, we would have won. Come on. Oh, that's okay. We can use Scratch now. Oh, now of course they use Detect. So both of our attacks are not going to do anything. Let's just... Oh, wait, not Fury Swipes. I want to use Scratch. And they're going to use Bide, but not going to do anything because we win. There we go. How did we lose? I cannot believe that Team Plasma lost to such kids, or something like that. Team Plasma. In order to liberate Pokemon from foolish people, we will take their Pokemon. Sharon. Whatever. What a waste of time. Come on, what reason could possibly justify stealing Pokemon from people? Team Plasma. Pokemon trainers like you are making Pokemon suffer. Sharon. What do you mean trainers are making Pokemon suffer? I don't get that at all. Team Plasma. We'll give you back the Pokemon, but be aware of how this Pokemon suffers from being used by people. Someday, open your eyes to your own complicity. Sharon. Trainers bring out their Pokemon's strengths. Pokemon believe in their trainers and respond to that. I don't understand what about that makes Pokemon suffer. Okay, so I'll return the Pokemon. And now... first let's heal. There we go. And now we get to search for the encounter that we rolled. So if I just keep walking around here, you'll see that we're only going to encounter Woobats and Roggenrollas. Roggenrola, by the way, is a rock-type Pokemon. Whereas the way to find a Drillbur in this area is by waiting for a kind of like a dust spot to accumulate and then go, you know, interact with it. And there's a Woobat, which is flying and psychic type. So what I'm going to do now, after this battle, after I run away from it, if I find anything, dust spots sometimes also give you items, right? So in editing, I'm just going to cut to the important stuff and not like, you know, show the process until then. Oh wait, there's that item here. So found a TM46 thief. Let's see what it does. Thief. The user attacks and steals the target's held item simultaneously. It can steal if the user holds an item. It's dark type, physical, power 40, and accuracy 10. So, since Purloin is dark type, if they use it, they will get the same type attack bonus, which is going to be much better than Scratch on all accounts. So let's replace it. And also, there's a potential synergy between Thief and Unburden, which is Rupee's ability, because if you use the attack, steal an enemy's item, and then use it, you also get a speed boost, which is very fun. So yeah. So like I said, until I find either, you know, items from Dust Spot or actually a drill burr, I might just, you know, remove stuff in editing. And I don't remember, I'm gonna test to see, also for future reference, if I use a max repel, do dust spots still show up? If yes, then we'll just see it in a second, and if not, I'll just cut in editing. Oh, there we go, there's a dust spot. And likely going to be a drill burr. Sweet. So this is the one who wanted to join us, therefore Master of All. Drillbur, the mold Pokemon, ground type, these are the measurements. It makes its way swiftly through the soil by putting both claws together and rotating at high speed, kind of like a drill. Give a nickname to the Drillbur, yes. I'm gonna call you, we're also another male, I'm gonna call you Knuckles. Let's switch back to Firefox real quick. Go to the game section. Wellspring Cave. Go to Drillbur. Nickname Knuckles. There we go. All right, switch back to the game. And let's see Knuckles' details. So, ground type, quirky nature, has a sturdy body. And so I guess a sturdy nature or a quirky nature doesn't have any upsides and downsides. It's just completely neutral. However, we can see just from just from Drillbur's base stats that they are a far better physical attacker than a special attacker. The ability, Sand Rush, boosts the Pokemon's speed in a sandstorm. We haven't encountered weather effects yet, so currently irrelevant, but let's see what the moves are. Mud Sport. It's a status move. The user covers itself with mud. It weakens electric type moves while the user is in the battle, which is actually completely useless because Drillbur is a ground type, and ground type completely resists electric type moves. So really, this is probably going to be the first move we replace. Rapid Spin, normal, physical, power 20, accuracy 100. By the way, power 20 is very low. A spin attack that can also eliminate such moves as Bind, Wrap, Leech Seed, and Spikes. So might be useful to remove like hazards like that, but I don't see myself using it very often relatively soon in the playthrough. Mud Slap is ground type. Unfortunately, it's a special type, a special move, not a physical one. Power 20, which also low, accuracy 100. The user hurls mud in the target's face to inflict damage and lower its accuracy. So it's kind of like a better version of Sand Attack in most cases. And we know Fury Swipes. So now let's see if there are any moves that we can teach Knuckles for better variety. Let's see if we can teach him Work Up. We can't. That's unfortunate. What about Thief? also can't. All right, good to know. Oh, but you know what I just noticed? We can teach thieve to Panama. And I think I'm going to want to do that because Panama also has the gluttony ability. And I think I'll use it instead of, I'll take it instead of lick. There we go. Okay. Now, let's also take Knuckles up to speed to level 14 with rare candy. Might learn new moves. Okay, no new moves yet. That's okay. And let's put him up front, so we can showcase him in battle. Bianca. Sil, thank you so much. The two of you got her Pokemon back. I'm lucky to have friends like you two. Little girl. Thank you, mister. Please take these as a thank you present. Sil obtained heal balls. Bianca. Ooh, those are heal balls. They completely heal the captured Pokemon on the spot. How sweet of you. I'm going to see this girl on her way. See this girl on her way, I guess. So see you later, Sil. Bye-bye. And now let's see what's to the south of here. I guess it's a continuation of the same route, so no new encounters here. But this seems to me like an upcoming battle, so let's walk into it. Okay. Now I get to show off everything I learned in the trainer school. Oh, it's a kid. Okay. Blitzel. Okay, that's very convenient because Blitzel is electric type and Drillbur is ground type. So if they have any electric type moves, they're just going to deal 0 damage. And I guess, even though, so this is a conundrum. Mudslap is going to deal double damage because it's a Blitzel, right? Because it's electric type. However, like we just said, it's a special attack, so it's going to deal less damage than physical attacks in the case of Drillbur. However, I think it would be better to drop accuracy, so let's just do it. Okay, Tail Whip. So we have -1 defense. Yeah, that doesn't deal a lot of damage. I think let's try a Fury Swipes here. So yeah, as you can see, even though it doesn't have the type advantage and also the same type attack bonus advantage, it still deals more damage because Drillbur is a physical attacker. So Blitzel used Charge, which raises their special defense by 1 and also causes damaging electric type moves to deal double damage when the next time they're used. But that's just not going to be useful at all in this battle, both because the electric type moves from them are not going to deal damage to Knuckles, and also because we're using physical attack here rather than special. So yeah, they're charging for nothing. Ah, almost. Okay, so now, because no matter what damaging move we're going to deal is going to win, let's just use Rapid Spin. There we go. Good job, Knuckles. Let's heal. See what this item is. I think we still have a repel going on. It's an antidote, completely useless. Oh, there's Sharon again. Sharon, sorry. Sil, stop. That dark tall grass over there? Every now and then, 2 Pokemon will pop out at the same time. In other words, you have to be careful in the darker grass. I'm heading on to Nacran City. Okay. Seems like another trainer. Let's stay with Knuckles up front. Even if Pokemon have not been fully trained, they can show their potential depending on the trainer's style. Marsha. And it's a Woobat. So ground type moves can't hit flying type moves at all. So Mud Slap here is going to be useless. However, because I don't think a Woobat's physical defense is that high, I'm curious to see how much damage it's going to deal. So let's use Fury Swipes. Okay, not as much as I'd hoped. In fact, okay, so they're using Confusion, which is a psychic type attack, and because I think Knuckles' special defense is not that high, it is going to deal a lot of damage. So this is not a good matchup. Instead, I think I'm going to switch to Rupee, because psychic type attacks deal 0 damage to dark type Pokemon. And also dark type attacks are strong against psychic type Pokemon. Okay, they're going to use Gust, which is okay. Oh, that still deals a lot. But that's fine because I think with 1 or 2 Thief attacks we're going to win. There we go. And we win here. Okay. Now, there is a case to be made, because when you think about it, when you use the the move Thief, you can take items from any Pokemon, right? Including wild Pokemon. And the thing is, there are some wild Pokemon in the game that have chances, right, to carry some items with them in the wild. And then if you use Thief, you can just take those items, right? And if you play in a grindy enough way, like if you spend enough time doing that, right, you can technically find as many items as you want and sell them, right? So you can technically have infinite money in the game. However, because I don't want to spend a lot of time doing that in the playthrough so it doesn't run too long, I think by the next episode, before I started, I'm going to just add infinite money to my wallet so that we can save the time that I would usually use to like, farm up money in case I wanted to, right? As well as any items that are held by wild Pokemon that are available. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, that wouldn't be very vegan, would it? Like just going around, to animals in nature and trying to steal their items away. Yeah, I don't like the idea of that. So, although this is what I would usually do when I play a regular Nuzlocke, I guess in a vegan Nuzlocke, it should be out of the rules. So you know what? Let's switch. You know what? I'm going to add that to the vegan lock rule set. And I'll show it at the start of the next episode. So yeah, completely disregard this point actually. But I think it's a good thing that it came up to mind so I could realize in real time that it's actually not a very vegan thing to do, right? Like just go up to animals in the wild and try to steal items that are dear to them. Great Ball is not important. And this might be another trainer. Yes. It's best to use what you have learned in order to master it. Gina. Gonna be a Patrat. Okay. I don't think there's anything too complicated to do here. I'll just use Fury Swipes. Oh, Detect is fine. So the turn just passed without anything changing. Let's use Fury Swipes again. Ooh, Bite is a problem. Let's see if we can knock him out before doing that. This is scary. So this is going to deal double damage now, right? Okay. I wonder if Knuckles can tank it, because let's look at it that way. If we look at Knuckles' summary, we know that at level 14, he has like a regular Drillbur has 42 HP and 19 defense. If we look at Patrat's details at level 14, they have 40 HP and 19 defense. So Patrats have just slightly less HP than Drillbur on average, right? Which means that since we didn't do more than half HP during that bite, Knuckles is going to be able to take the retaliation from that bite. Although it's going to leave him at like very, very low HP. I'm kind of like predicting that he's going to go down to 2 HP. So instead, let's use, I guess, Mud Sport, just so we don't add damage to the bite. Because anything else that we could have done there would have added more damage. And now Bite is going to release. I predict that Knuckles will go down to like 2 HP, and afterwards Fury Swipes will go off. Okay, that was less than I thought it would be. However, at this point, Patrick can just use Bite, and I think that will knock Knuckles out, especially if it's a critical hit. So let's switch to Rupee. Detect. Okay, it failed because we didn't attack. Now let's use Thief. See if it has any held items. Okay, he's using Detect again. That's okay, we'll just use Thief again. Okay, no item, and he uses Bite, which barely deals any damage, and then we can just finish it. Level 15. Ooh, so it seems like Rupee wants to learn the move called Pursuit, which is dark, physical, 40 power, 100 accuracy, so exactly like Thief, but it has an additional effect. An attack move that inflicts double damage if used on a target that is switching out of battle. So normally I would take this because it has more useful, like the secondary effect from that has more useful applications compared to Thief in my opinion. However, the AI in the game doesn't really switch Pokemon all that often. So I think I'm just gonna forget it. Oh, sorry. So I think the text here is bugged, right? It's trying to tell us like, it shouldn't be stuck on the text that says like, should a move be deleted? But yeah, keep all moves and then give up on Pursuit. Because Thief is just better in more cases. Okay, now sends out a Purloin. And I think let's just use Fury Swipes here. It's not a lot of damage, but that's okay. We got 3 times that time. And now our attack is lower. So I think at this point I would rather switch to let's switch to Patrick. Sand attack is lowering our accuracy. Might get annoying, but we'll see. Let's use Tackle here. Okay, they missed Fury Swipes, and our next Tackle is going to win. Use Growl again. I think even with a Growl it's going to KO. Oh, but we missed because of the Sand attack from before. They used Assist. Leer is going to drop our defense. Not going to be a big deal. And we missed the attack again. Let's try again. Okay, Fury Swipes. This is not going to KO. Oh wow, a critical hit and 4 times. Definitely luckier than we have been with it so far. But that's okay because we win. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to read that in time. That's okay. Let's heal up. That was a pretty... I wouldn't say an intense battle, but like certainly more technical than previous ones. Okay, let's continue. There's another item here. Awakening is useless. And we get another battle. Who do we want to start it with? Let's start it with Knuckles. I was just thinking about a new battle strategy. Well, let's test it. Okay, 2 Pokemon, so Work Up could be worth it if we switch. Pidove. So ground type attacks are not going to work. In that case, I think I'll just start here with Fury Swipes. Only 2 times. Unfortunate. -1 defense for us. Fury Swipes again. Ooh, a critical hit, and 3 times. That's good. Growl, so we're minus attack 1. And I think Rapid Spin is going to KO here. They use Quick Attack. So I think it's worth mentioning, Quick Attack is kind of like the same as Scratch, right? It's normal physical 40 attack, but it also has priority in the same way that Detect does. So even if your Pokemon is faster, Quick Attack goes first. Now, Roggenrola is Rock type, which is weak to Ground type, so I think we'll use Mud Slap. Even though, you know, Knuckles is a physical attacker, the fact that Mud Slap is a special attack here might actually be good, because Roggenrola, I think, has much higher physical defense than special defense. So it's good to target their special defense. And yeah, as you can see, it deals quite a lot of damage. And we're, you know, lower their accuracy, which allowed us to avoid that headbutt attack. Let's use Mud Slap again. Super effective. Their accuracy is -2, and it caused them to miss the second headbutt too. So as you can see, Mud Slap can be like a pretty fun, kind of like snowball strategy. Knuckles is going to level up to 15. And oh, yeah, we get a new move here. Cool. Metal Claw. I don't know why the text is bugged whenever sometime we get new moves, but let's see what Metal Claw does. So it's a Steel type attack, which would have been very useful against Roggenrola here because Steel is also strong against Rock. It's physical Steel type, 50 power, which is decent, and 95% accuracy, which is not ideal, but still not horrible. And it has a secondary effect. It may also raise the user's attack stat. So even though it's not 100% of the time, there's still potential setup strategy for this move throughout a longer battle. I definitely want it, and I think I'm going to replace it Mud Sport with it. Oh, yeah, the text is still bugged, that's okay. But yeah, we learned Metal Claw. Okay, let's heal. And now let's switch to Patrick so he can level up to 15 as well. Hello, trainer. I think potions are important for a trip. Well, we have full restores, so. I should have bought more Pokeballs. A Pokemon I wanted to catch just came out and I missed it. You know, if instead of trying to catch Pokemon, you instead tried to befriend them and allowed the ones who want to join you to play with you, you wouldn't have to worry about trying to catch them and them running away. Think about that. Hi, I have some questions for you. If you want to play, which do you prefer? Outside or at home? Home. I see. Then which one are you interested in? The thing everybody knows or the thing nobody knows? The thing nobody knows. Oh, really? I'd say you are quite relaxed. Well, I guess thank you. Alright. This is Nacrene City. A pearl of a place. Hello, Sharon. Sharon, come with me a sec. If you go straight from here, there's a Pokemon Center. And use these if you want. Chesto Berries. Let's see what they do in a moment. Give your Pokemon a Chesto Berry to hold. Then, if it ever falls asleep, it will wake up immediately. Oh, and another piece of advice. Nacrene City's gym leader uses normal types. If you have a fighting type Pokemon, it might give you a big advantage. Good to know, thank you. Let's visit the Pokemon Center. And even though we just healed up with full restores, let's heal up here as well because it will refill our moves. And another important reason that you might want to heal at least once at every Pokemon Center is that later in the game, when you have the option to fly between cities, it actually depends on which Pokemon Centers you've visited as potential fly destinations. Let's talk to a few people here. Hi trainer, do you know a Pokemon called Audino? It's a Pokemon that I sometimes find when I'm walking. It jumps out of rustling grass. It can get a lot of XP points. It's kind of a friendly Pokemon, isn't it? So now, I guess when we have this information, we can start considering Audino as an encounter in future routes. When you choose help at the PC at a Pokemon Center, you can learn many things. It's cool. I heard that the fossils in the museum were found in Twist Mountain. Then a person called Clay apparently donated them to the museum. Hello, may I help you? Let's see what we have to buy here. Nothing useful. And here? Heal Ball, Net Ball, a somewhat different Pokeball that works especially well on water and bug type Pokemon. Still not useful for us, and then it's just mail. Okay. Let's explore the city a little bit, see what people in it have to say. My name is Loblolly, okay. I'm a designer of decor items, but I'm stuck now. I just can't come up with a good design. I've been thinking about decor so great that it will appear in a dream. Well, I really don't care about this. These old textile factories and storehouses were abandoned, but enterprising young people started using them as studios. That could be called the beginning of Nacron City, the city of art. Nice. I'm a poet. I write poems. Every day I stretch my imagination and devote myself to my creative activity. People dream when sleeping, but if a Pokemon dreams, I cannot even imagine how it is. Even the same kind of Pokemon can have different natures. Yep, as we've discovered earlier. I play the guitar and have Pokemon battles every day. I keep doing that because I enjoy it. Well, that's good for you. Let's go down here. So this is the gym. I think we'll visit it on the next episode. What does it say here? Cafe Warehouse. Try our delicious Wednesday specials. It's not Wednesday today when I'm recording this, but oh well. How do you like the sound of accordions? I don't care much for it. Oh, quite a lot of people here. Welcome to Cafe Warehouse, a stylish cafe in a rural area. Thank you. When you battle with a friend using wireless communications, you can use items using a Wonder Launcher. Don't care. Yes, I know. If you have a Wonder Launcher, I don't care about this. I don't use online communication features. The Striton City Gym Leaders are a great triplet combo. The Grass-type Pokemon user, Silan, uses great tea leaves. The Water-type Pokemon user, Cress, prepares the best water. And the Fire-type Pokemon user, Chili, pours hot water at the right heat. No wonder their tea is the best. Do you know about the Battle Box? I heard it is a useful function that you can use at the... It is a useful function you can use at the Pokemon Center. Yes, I've heard about it. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter that the cafe is in a rural area that nobody knows. All right. And can we catch dialogue with this person? Yes. This cafe has a special on Wednesdays. Who knows? If I play this game, if I happen to record another episode of this on a Wednesday and remember it, I might try to come back here to see if what they have for offer. Nacron City is a highly fashionable and admired locale. Contrary-wise, if you happen to be a bit ordinary, here that's cool in its own way. Oh. Even though it's just an old warehouse, it's become so popular. It makes me take a second look at what I think things are worth. That's good. That warehouse, they're selling something good inside. Well, let's go see. I started a shop in this warehouse. May I help you? Let's see what you have for sale. Oh, okay. So these are items which are out of the bounds of the rules that I've set for the playstyle, so I'm not going to go over them. Dire Hit. In Unova, it's called Dire Hit. Huh? No difference? Anyway, in a battle, it's very powerful when a move is a critical hit. Oh well. Oh, 2 karate people here, seems. Martial arts. Which makes me feel like Patrick would be a bad lead here, because these trainers usually have fighting type Pokemon with them. So let's lead with Panama just in case. Just now I traded a Pokemon holding an item, so it's like the item is a present. Oh, I guess they're not trainers. Okay, I don't care about wire communication stuff. And we can put Patrick back up front. Berg, I guess, used this warehouse until 2 years ago. When Berg gets Artist's Block, he comes back here to Nacrin City. Well, we don't know who Berg is yet. That thing you have is a Pokedex, isn't it? Wow, cool. You collect Pokemon. Okay, I'll help you. Which Pokemon did you choose at the beginning of your journey? We chose Snivy. Do you have a Snivy? Yes. You have Snivy, then I will give you this. When you let your Pokemon hold it, it can raise the power of Grass-type moves. Still obtained a Miracle Seed. A lot of items have effects when Pokemon hold them, so try to find them. Oh, and I skipped the dialogue by accident, but I don't think it was very important. So now, let's give that Miracle Seed to Snotty. So now, and this is a permanent item, right? So like it doesn't get consumed in battle. It just makes Grass-type moves better. Berg is an artist and also the gym leader in Castelia City. We want to be like him. That's good to know. And I think with that, we have finished exploring this town, save for the gym. And it seems like we have an option to explore the upcoming route, which is Pinuel Forest. And before I challenge the gym, I think it would be a good idea to see if we can get an encounter here too. However, I think I'm going to save here for now and finish the episode. So we found 2 new partners today. We found Knuckles the Drillbur and Rupee the Purloin, both of which are pretty interesting additions to the team, I would say. And it's also funny that so far the entire team is comprised of male Pokemon, but doesn't matter too much. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. Wait, first of all, thanks for watching. Stay mindful, eat fruit, and don't multiply. Peace.